You should be on page 244 in your book. In the previous lesson, you estimated the solution of a system of equations by graphing. Substitution is an algebraic model that can be used to find the exact solution of a system of equations. Example 1 says solve a system of equations algebraically. We have y equals x minus 3 and y equals 2x. I would encourage you to write them out side by side with these rather than one on top of each other. I think it makes it a little bit easier. Notice the first equation says y equals x plus 3 and the second equation says y equals 2x. What we're going to do is we're going to take the 2x from the second equation and we're going to substitute it in where we see the y on the first equation. Equals means equivalent to. That means y is the same as 2x, which means I can replace this y with 2x because y is the same as 2x. I'm going to bring down my equals and my x minus 3. I now have I now have 2x equals x minus 3. Now we're going to go back to solving equations just as we did in chapter 2. I'm going to draw my line through my equal sign. I need to move my x because my 2x is on a side by itself. Opposite of positive x is negative x. 2x minus x is 1x. 1x equals negative 3. Divide by 1, and x equals negative 3. We are not finished. Once you have x, you have to go back and find y. So I'm going to take my x equals 3, and I'm going to go all the way back here to the other side where it said y equals 2 times x, and I'm going to plug in negative 3 for x. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6, which means my y value is negative 6. Your final answer is the ordered pair negative 3, negative 6. I want you to do problems A and B, so please pause the video and work on problems A and B. Letter A says y equals x plus 4 and y equals 2. Again, equals means equivalent to. So I'm going to take my y equals 2 and I'm going to plug it into my first equation where I see y. Equals 2 means equivalent to. So y is the same thing as 2. So 2 equals x plus 4. I'm going to draw my line through my equal sign, circle my x, can't touch it, what can I touch? Opposite of positive 4 is negative 4. 2 minus 4 is negative 2. That means x equals negative 2. I'm going to take my x equals negative 2. I'm going to look at my y equation. I was already given y equals 2. There is no x there to plug it into. So my final answer is going to be the ordered pair negative 2, positive 2. If you haven't yet worked on letter B, pause the video and work out letter B. Letter B says y equals x minus 6 and y equals 3x. Again, I'm going to take my y equals 3x and I'm going to substitute it in for my y in my first equation. Y is the same thing as 3x. So I now have 3x equals x minus 6. Go back to solving equations from chapter 2. I'm going to draw my line through my equal sign. I have to move my x because 3x is on a side by itself. 3x minus 1x is 2x. 2x equals negative 6. Divide by 2, and x equals negative 3. I'm going to take my x equals negative 3, and I'm going to plug it back into my y equation. Y equals 3 times x. 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. My final answer is the ordered pair, negative 3, negative 9.